Hello, peeps. Good morning, good evening, whichever part of Elysium you are living in. Hello, it is me, your host today, Axel Syrios. So, unexpected stream today, right? I thought I was just gonna be doing an interview with Vesper later today, but I was like, you know what? I mean, I had a bit of people telling me they wanted to watch me do a, just chatting stream, so I was like, let me sneak in a cheeky just chatting stream for today, and here I am. But yeah, I didn't have a single a solo stream today, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just chuck it in here, I'll just do it. Because I do have a lot of stuff that I want to, I want to talk to you guys about, so... Mostly them being, my hobbies and stuff, and... I was surprised how much, the amount of hobbies that I shared with you guys. Yeah, I was surprised that some people like certain stuff. Like Super Robot Wars. I mean, Final Fantasy, a lot of people likes it, but that's a rare one. Ooh. Altare's in the chat. Hello, hello. So, I didn't really come up with any topics today, me being the, typical dumbass. I literally didn't come with, stuff ready to talk about, but I think it'll just flow into me as I start talking. But, yeah, I want to talk about, a bit of the other three too. Like, what I think about them and stuff. I didn't get permission, but, I don't think I need permission. We're bros, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I don't get bonked later on, but yeah, I was actually watching what was it, Altare and Magni stream earlier on today. Altare was playing, it looks like it's a horror game, but it wasn't. It was like a, what should I say, like selection game, like you choose your own life kind of game. It was pretty interesting. Apparently he found his new waifu, so... And then I was watching Desi play Sonic, and I was watching him play Spore yesterday too. I was watching Altare's one yesterday as well, but I got too fucking scared and I just left that one, and I started watching Spore. That motherfucker naming that little creature after me. I swear, what is it with my gen mates and them naming their little pets or whatever you call it under my name, dude? I swear. I went to watch Vesper's stream yesterday too, and it is like, oh, Axel, are you here? Hey yo, you gotta check this out. And I was like, oh, what does he have for me? And then he shows me this fucking horse, right? Named after me. I was like, what? Why? Why am I? So I'm a bloody bacteria, but then at the same time I'm a horse too, so. I guess if I put it in good terms, they love me, but if I put it in bad terms, they look down on me, right? What the fuck? 3 tails? I'm the only one with a tail. Right, they were talking about that. Like, what was it? Magni was talking about how bacterias have, this thing called flagella that gives them movement. That's what my tail is or some shit. I don't know, but... yeah, these assholes, But yeah, I mean... Oh, also, the Sonic stream I was watching... I tuned in at the wrong time, I think. It's probably just me, I tuned in at the wrong time, but... Desi was talking about, a gif of Sonic and Shadow kissing or some shit. I clicked on it, and the first thing I hear, hey yo, have you guys seen the gif where Sonic and Shadow's kissing? And I was like, what the fuck? That's the first thing I hear come out of this man's mouth, I knew he was a sussy one, but that's kinda too sussy, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry if I get bonked for this later, but hey, that was sus, okay? But then again, I've seen some, wild shit like that. I've seen, the Mario and... I think it was Mario and Sonic kissing, wasn't it? You know the gif of, Mario kissing someone? I've seen that one. The really fucked up one, the really weird one. I've seen that one, but I haven't seen Shadow and Sonic kissing, you know? But yeah, the Mario one's a classic, I'd say. Very classic. Yeah, well, I don't know why we're talking about this. I mean, the internet is a very special place, you know? Like, talking about some fucked up things on the internet. I really like the Shrek series, you know? Shrek is love, Shrek is life. I don't know how many of you guys have seen that. That one's pretty fucked up too. What else? I like the Harry, You're a Wizard one as well. That one's pretty funny. Have you guys seen the Harry, You're a Wizard? That one's pretty good too. I'm just naming like the mainstream one, okay? There are more... Like, there are weirder ones out there on the internet, but you know, I'll keep it on the mainstream one so it doesn't get too weird. But I mean, they're already weird enough, you know, for sure. Yeah, I don't know if I'm meant to talk about this. I'm probably not. I don't know. I probably can, I probably can't, but if I get bunked, I get bunked. But so like, so Manager-san was like, hey, Axel, do you want to have a look at what Reddit is like? Because I had never used Reddit before, right? And so I, like, installed Reddit on my iPhone, right? And I was, like, trying to use Reddit. I was like, okay, how does this work? And the first, like, you know how Reddit, when you create an account, it recommends you, like a bunch of things? It's like, oh, you should check these things out, right? And you can't move on forward without picking like random ones. So I just picked the random ones out of it, right? The first one that I got recommended was this thing called a 50-50, and I had no idea what that was, right? I was traumatized. I was so traumatized. So, yeah, after I saw that, I was like, why did you recommend me Reddit? And then it's like, oh, because there's like a HoloLive or the HOLOSTARS like Reddit thingy, and you can check that out. So I was like, oh, okay, I thought Reddit was like legal dark web or something. And then it's like, what do you mean? So I was like, oh, I just explained, oh, so I saw this thing called 50-50, and then it's like, oh god, what have you done? It's like, oh god. It's like, and he was like, Axel is like, I specifically said you should use the HoloLive one, that's why. And I was like, I didn't know. So yeah, I was scarred by going on Reddit, so I don't think I'll be going on Reddit too often, because I still don't know how to use Reddit that much either. But yeah, once again, internet is a interesting place. Like, man, I feel pure, dude. I feel pure not knowing about that stuff. Like, oh man, you know, on like Twitter, like when Magni posted his stuff and one of us senpais replied Mr. Hands or something. I didn't get that reference either. A lot of people did, but I didn't get the reference. They told me about it and I was like, oh my god. I'm actually pretty pure, you know. You guys might think I'm like the most unsay-so guy, but hey, as I said, I'm say-so as fuck, right? I'm not lying. I'm say-so. I'm not lying. But yeah, you know, regardless of, you know, Magni being very cursed when it comes to certain things, Vespi being the, you know, Oji-san, and Altare being the pure, like, the pure. Maybe he's not, I don't know, but you know, like, type of guy. We make a great team, I think. We make like the best team, I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? Grandpa and Dogo innocent. I don't know, man. Is Vesper innocent? I actually don't know. Man's experienced a lot, you know, like, that's why I call him Pops, you know, like, I saw his stream of him yodeling to that Yahoo thingy, but as yeah, I don't think you call that pure, dude. That's like kind of corrupted, dude. Like, I think Vesper's mind could be potentially corrupted, but he maybe doesn't show it. Who knows, right? Hopefully I didn't get bonked later on the collab stream with him after this one. Hopefully I don't, because that would be kind of sad, but I'm pretty sure he's seen some stuff. But I mean, he's a really wholesome guy, you know. You know, let's talk about the four guys, like, and then I can link this on to many other topics onwards, right? So like, me and the boys, right? When we're like off stream, just chatting and stuff, we always talk about like a lot of stuff, right? But one thing we don't really talk about too much, but we've talked about was our own strengths and weaknesses, right? Like, okay, I won't talk about what their opinion is on other people, because that's up to them, but I'll talk about my opinion on each one of them, right? And story time, I'm sorry, but I can't tell you guys any of my stories. I'm put on a leash right now for my stories because they're too like psycho, my stories. Every time like manager-san hears the word story, they're like, oh, Vesper, put on the leash on Axel, and you know, they get scared. So yeah, no story today, but you know, just my opinions on the four boys. No, not four, that the other three boys, okay? Let's just say. So we'll start off with Altare. How's that? So as I said, like, we did mention about our strengths and weaknesses, right? In my opinion, Altare's biggest strength is his voice, you know. That's my opinion. I feel like his voice is like suited for the content he wants to do. Like I think yesterday or the other day he was doing like a bedtime reading ASMR kind of stream. I think that really suits him. I think he has the most power when it comes to like if he ever wanted to be like a seiyuu or like a voice actor, I feel like he would be the closest, and he has the most potential to be able to perform in that, you know, type of work. So let's just say if we ever do like drop merchandises and stuff in the future, and if he does like a voice pack or like a, you know, voice series or like a story series kind of thing, I think he will make the most benefit out of it with his voice. That's my opinion of Altare. And also, he's good at singing. He's a very different singer to what I am. I think I'm more of the, you know, fast-paced, like strong instrumental, like closer to the pop rock kind of stuff. But Altare, I feel like, is definitely on the more like quieter side of music. His voice is like on the soothing side, I'd say. You know, like a cappella, or like he either sings a cappella or like acoustic and stuff. I think like it really suits him on that end. Weak sides of Altare: he can't drink milk, he's short. What else? What else? What else? I don't think he has like a specific weekend. I think he's like, if it's out of the whole guild, he's like the most balanced guy. You know what I'm saying? You know how in games and stuff you have the attacker, the defender, the speed, the whatever. I feel like he's the most balanced. His stats when it comes to talent is spread across the board. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's something that he's really bad at, other than the fact that he can't drink milk and is short. But yeah, he's versatile, as some of you guys are saying. He's like the... what should I say? If I put it in an Apex term, he's like the 301, you know? R301. You can use him long range, you can use him close range, you can, you know... He's like... all-rounder. Yeah, that's the word. All-rounder, balanced type. That's what I think Altare is. Okay, let's talk about Magni. Magni! Man, this one's a fucking hard one. I think he's really talented too, of course. I think one of the best bit, but like the best bits, but then the worst bit about Magni at the same time is that he's a really hard worker, I feel like. I think you guys can see the fact that he's been drawing some of his own like thumbnail, the way he does his intro and stuff. You can kind of see that he's working hard on it, right? Like he puts a lot of effort into it. Like if you look at my intro, I'm just like, hey peeps, what's up, and I just go on. But like Magni's intro is always creative, you know. The way he did his intro today, the way he did his intro the other day when he cracked his voice like a fucking idiot. He's creative, and you need to put in honest work if you want to, you know, do stuff like that. You can't just randomly, you know, come up of it on the spot unless you're fucking like super talented, that kind of stuff. You gotta, you know, put a bit of thinking beforehand. So I think that's one really good bit about him. He puts in work, but then I feel like he puts in too much work at times. I'm a bit worried about him when it comes to that, you know. I don't want him to like burn himself out. Like, who the fuck is, you know, who the fuck am I gonna be able to shit on if he burns himself out, right? So that's one good bit about him. So that was like a double-edged sword kind of. But I feel like his artwork is amazing too. That's a big strength of Magni for sure. What else? He's very interactive as well with his viewers, I feel like. Like, he specifically calls you guys Magnation, like, a lot, right? And I feel like that's really good. That's him truly, you know, interacting with you guys, making a connection with you guys, and I feel like that's, like, something that he's really, you know, he's really good at doing. And I'm pretty sure you guys, you know, Magnation really are happy. See, I don't call my viewers axolotls enough because I'm not used to it yet. I'm a bit still, you know, not used to this, but I'll get there soon too. I'll get there soon. And what else? One bad bit of Magni, well, I guess there are like a couple. For example, him being a bit sussy at times. I swear, some things he say, he just makes it sound like much worse. I don't know why. Like, I have no idea why, but some of the games he plays and stuff, like, the way he says some stuff is so sussy. I'm just watching it and I was like, oh, I have a feeling this man's gonna get bonked, but I don't think he's ever gotten bonked, so, you know, phrasing, I'd say. But then at the same time, a lot of the times, manager-san are always like to me, hey, Axel, you gotta phrase it correctly or they're gonna be worried. So I was like, okay, I'll phrase it correctly. So hey, I feel like we have the same element when it comes to phrasing stuff because we're fucking, I think we're both dumbasses in a way, you know what I'm saying? We're both dumbasses. But yeah, he makes it a bit sussy. What else? What else? What else? I don't think there's actually, oh, and he's kind of a furry too, right? Like, wait, that makes me sound like I'm a furry. I'm not a furry, but he's kind of like a furry, right? Yeah. Kind of, you know? Wait, isn't he? I thought like he wanted to like... Wait, isn't he? I mean, like, the kind of stuff he's doing is like what a furry does, right? Like the Sonic stuff, the My Little Pony stuff, the... What else? I mean, he's getting his hands on like bacteria and stuff, you know? That's kind of sussy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I think that's like what's that's, you know, the strengths and weaknesses of Magni. What else? I think that's pretty much it for him. But Vesper, yo, I want to talk about my little Oji-san Vesper. We call him, well, there's two ways I call him. I call him Vespi and I call him Noah Oji. It's like what the JP bros call him. They call him Noah Oji. Like a little tip or a little like lore kind of thing. Not really a lore, but you guys know the game Apex, right? And you know how there's this character called Caustic, right? Yeah, Noah Oji. Yeah, no. Yeah, Vespi. We call you Noah Oji. So, caustic in Japanese is called Gasu Oji because he uses gas traps, right? So they just call him gas and then they put the word Oji together. So it's like gassy old man kinda. So they call him like Noir, his first name, just say Noah and then put the Oji and say Noah Oji. I like Noah Oji more than Vespi, I'm not gonna lie, if I were honest with you guys. Yeah. So if I were to translate it directly in English, it would be like Grandpa Noir, or you know, Noir Pops kinda. Noah Oji sounds pretty cool, don't you reckon? It's pretty cute and cool, right? I like it. But I call him Pops. If I weren't gonna call him by his name, I'll call him Pops, you know. I think I got like a little, you know, Pops and like the son and dad kind of vibe with you know, Noah Oji, but yeah, so let me talk about the one greatest thing about Noah Oji. Okay, so my man, he always puts himself down, okay? Like, ever since I first met him, he's always like, I don't know why, but okay, I'm not here to boast myself or anything, but he's always like, Axel, you gotta pull us, you gotta do this, you gotta like, you know, he will praise other people so much, but he will never praise himself. And, you know, he's always hard on himself. He's humble, like, he's very humble. Like, very humble. But, like, he always tells me that he doesn't have the skills to, you know, sing, he doesn't have the insane gamer, like, experience, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that, but you know what my man has? He has fucking passion, dude. He has passion, but not only passion, but he has the ability to fucking entertain people just by talking. That's like what I think is his biggest strength, is communication. He's very good at communicating. Like, he calls himself a fucking introvert, but like, he's so good at entertaining people. Like, I feel like he's got that comedian kind of vibe, you know? Like, he's not really a comedian, because he doesn't, like, make too many jokes, since maybe dad jokes, but he doesn't make, like, you know, jokes on an extent line, right? He just talks about, like, stuff he likes, what he wants to do and stuff, and he just makes people laugh. That's his specialty. Yeah, a great storyteller. Exactly what you guys are saying, you know? Like, his chatting stream, I could just chuck it in the back while I'm, you know, making thumbnails and doing some other things, and I will still be entertained listening to it. He's so funny. I think it's unintentional, but it's so funny. And the way he fucking laughs, holy shit, man. It's like drugs, dude. He hooks you on. When he starts laughing, you just start giggling with him, dude. Like, you know, it's like, what do you call it? What's the word? Like, he's got a very, like, toxic laugh that he's literally like caustic, man, but with his laugh, you know. He starts laughing, you start laughing, you know. It's not toxic laugh. Maybe I'm infectious. Yeah, contagious. Yeah, that's the word. Why the fuck am I calling him toxic, dude? He's like the least closest to toxic, man. And I'm calling my man toxic. Okay, no, he's not toxic. He's infectious. He's contagious. You know, laughter. Yeah, he's a great guy. The one bad thing, or not really bad. You know, one thing he's lacking on, I'd say, is confidence, definitely. But I think that's his strong point as well. The reason why he's lacking in confidence is because he's humble, right? But then the reason why he's succeeding is because he's humble at the same time. So, double-edged sword, you know, here once again. And the thing is that Vesper and Magni, I'm not too sure if I'm really meant to say this, but they told me they're not, like, too confident at singing, right? Like, they're not that confident with it. They told me that. And, you know, I understand. There are things that I'm not confident with a lot of things. For example, I'm not confident with this many people, you know, like, being in chat, talking with me. Like, I have, like, close to zero experience when it comes to, like, all of this. So it's, like, it's nervous, it's hard to, you know, get used to. So I totally understand, like, the thing they're going through as well. But they actually go out of their way and come ask for, like, help. And, like, it's a great thing, you know? Rather than them not attempting it at all, like, being like, oh, no, I can't do this, so, like, I don't want to do this. They're more like, hey, Axel, like, I don't know how to do this. Could you potentially teach me how to do this, that? I mean, Altair does that too, you know? Not just the two of them, but Altair does that a lot too. Like, not only with music, but with Japanese and stuff as well. They're like, hey, could you, like, potentially teach me how this goes and what's this? And I feel like that's a really great thing, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure, you know, we came through, like, our own rough, like, adventures previously before getting here. And, you know, they're not taking it for granted. They're all working, like, their goddamn asses off. Even they're at this stage, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure, like, when, you know, people gets into what they want to do, like, and stuff, they'll be like, they'll take it pretty easy on themselves, right? They'll be like, oh, like I'm finally here, what's there to worry about and stuff. But those guys, they are always working their asses off, and, you know, never slacking off on things. Like, if there's something they can't do, they'll try work to do it, you know? They won't give up on it. And, like, they're real grinders, exactly, you know? I feel like that's what's really good about us, in a way. Well, not in a way, just generally. That's what's really good about us, I feel, as a whole. We're always, like, looking out for each other, especially. Giving each other, like, advices on what we can help out. Because, as I mentioned, my weakness, I feel like... Well, let's talk about my strengths and weaknesses. I feel like my strength is more on the singing side, being able to speak Japanese. Those two are, like, my biggest core strengths, right? But then what are my weaknesses? My weakness is, you know, not being able to interact too much with chat. Well, I think, like, the other day I did interact with chat a bit, but I haven't fully interacted with you guys, you know? Like, it's a bit difficult for me still, so I'm trying to get there, but, like, that's my weakness, right? So essentially. But, you know, I don't just go off and being like, okay, well, I'm not good at it, so I'm not gonna look at comments and only play Apex for the rest of my stream. Like, I don't want to do that, you know? I wanna work on myself too, just like those other guys. So I try to read comments, you know. Thank you, Altair, thank you. But it's important to go hard on yourself at times, you know? But yeah, I feel like we're all just really hard workers in Tempus, and we just help each other out for the parts we lack in. Altair was talking about this the other day to me. I don't know if he's ever talked about it in chat, but he always tells us that, you know, we fill in the spot that's kind of, like, lacking in, like, each other. So we fill in each other's spots, you know, kind of, like. So yeah, and this is only the start, you know. This is only the start, as you guys mentioned. But yeah, I think this can be really related to some of the audition stories, or the audition questions that we had on our Tempus collab thingy this week, yeah. Did you guys all watch it? The Tempus Q&A collab we had this week. I don't think I mentioned this because we only talked about it for 10 minutes, and all I said in that 10 minutes was about you know, being confident in yourself, giving all you have, you know, showing what abilities you have and this, that. I feel like that's what we pretty much talked about. We didn't go too in depth. But one other thing that I should have probably, or that we should have mentioned was is that character actually matters, you know? Like, your characteristic, like, matters. Like, for example, you know, if there were 4 guys like me in Guild Tempus, that's gonna be fucked up, you know? Like, that's gonna be so fucked up. Alright. You can't have 4 of the same personality in one group. So, you know, even... Let's just say you gave it your best, but didn't make it. But you felt like you had the skill, and you showed it everything. Maybe you didn't get in just because, you know, there was, you know, just a better candidate than you that had better characteristics, right? There is always like a chance. Or not even that. Maybe there just wasn't a character that, you know, like suited you, you know? Or like, maybe you didn't suit like what they were looking for, right? I feel like that's really important as well. And I also feel like what else is important is that you don't want, well, I guess it's this one's a hard one to talk about, but like, how should I say? You can always have the perfect people that are really good at everything, but is that gonna be good? Right? That's a big, like, that's a big thing, I feel like. Well, I don't know if it's that, how should I say? For example, like, if everyone in Guild Tempus is perfect, they can sing, they can draw, they can talk, they can, you know, do everything, like, I don't think it's gonna be good, because no one's gonna shine out for what they're good at. So right now, I feel like Tempus is, like, everyone is good in their own way, you know? Like, Vesper is shining out for his talking skill and his, you know, like, his Oji-san knowledge and his, like, his dad jokes and stuff. And then Magni is popping off for his sussiness and his art and his, like, his charisma. And Alter is popping off because of his, like, nice voice. And then, you know, like, everyone has their strong point, I feel like. It's always important to be lacking at something, you know? I feel like that's a very important part. Like, so I feel like there's no need for anyone in this world to be perfect, you know? Like if you're perfect, what's fun, you know? There's nothing for you to improve yourself on. There's nothing fun about it. Nothing fun about life anymore, right? If you're perfect, might as well have something that you're lacking in so you can improve on that, and you can, you know, it'll be fun, like, once you try to improve what you're bad at. And I think that's what I'm trying to do recently. Like out of the 4 of us, I know that I'm on the lower end. Well, I'm probably the worst at the 4 when it comes to interacting still. Hey, but that doesn't mean I'll be the, you know, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna be bad at it. I'm working hard, you know, self-improvement. That's what I like to do, you know. Like, I don't know, I always like working on myself a lot. Since I was little, you know, like, I hate, like, I told you guys I play basketball, right? Like, I hated, like, not being able to do certain stuff and losing, you know? So, like, one time we had a game where we were, like, all tied up. Like, I think it was like 58-60 or something. And if I made a 3, we would have won, right? that 3, it went in the rim and then it curled out and it just, like, you know, I missed the 3, essentially. After that, I was just practicing 3s all day, like, non-stop, until I kept hitting consistent shots. And then after that, I started getting really consistent, like, at 3, so it's always, like, working on yourself, you know? I feel like it's a really fun thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, like, all the boys are just rocking, you know, rocking it out, what they're good at. Like, but at the same time, you know, like, you guys might see them doing their good stuff and being like, oh man, these guys are amazing at these things. You know, we're all still working on, like, stuff that we're not the best at, so it might take time for all of us, but we'll eventually get to the top, you know? Always think you're top shit, that's my saying. I've been telling this to my little brother, like my siblings. I've been telling that to like my friends and stuff who's been going through hard times and stuff, you know. Always think you're top shit, you know. Never put yourself down. Always think you're top shit. That's important. What else is interesting? Oh yeah, this is totally off topic. From all that, you know, little speech I had, I'm gonna switch topics real quick. But I was surprised at how many people actually liked Super Robot Wars. Like, holy, like I thought it was just a JP bro thing that played that game. But I was so surprised at how many people actually liked it. Like... like, you guys are chads, bro. Like, you guys play that game, you guys are chads, man. I respect. Honestly. This is a big drift of story. Going from, like, an emotional, you know, like, speech, I'm just going to... Hey, yo, so you guys play this game? Literally, you know? I was surprised. Because there is no English version for that game, right? You know how I got into it? It was through my dad. So my dad actually was a massive gamer, right? So the reason why I like games is because of my dad. And I always used to be like a backseat gamer. He used to always play games and I always used to watch at the back, you know? But I started playing when I was like in primary. I started playing the Final Fantasy series, the Super Robot Wars series, and stuff. I don't know, that's why like the things I like are pretty, you know, like I'd say around the 40s, 50s, 30s, like age. A lot of the things I like are around that age group, I feel like. Like the other day I was talking to my friend like about this anime called Space Cobra, and he had no idea what I was talking about. Do you guys know Cobra? It's an anime and a manga too. You know Space Cobra? I don't know. I don't think many people knows about it, but yeah. Like, oh, you guys know it? Some of you guys, it's like 50-50, isn't it? Some people know about it, and not many people knows about it, but yeah, like Super Robot Wars was like, we'll go back to Super Robot Wars. It was like the first game I played, right? And wait, not first game, like one of the first games. So the first ever game I played was actually Final Fantasy IX. And I talked about this on my other JP talking stream about my love and passion for Final Fantasy IX. It is amazing, that game. It is, like I said, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core is my favorite game, but I only like Crisis Core because of Zack. If they didn't have Zack, Final Fantasy IX would be the best one by far, in my opinion. Reason why is because the characters are so fucking cute. Okay, like, it's so child-friendly, the game, you know. 9 is the most underrated FF series in my opinion, but it's the best, you know, like what? So what's good about 9, you know? Like 9 is, oh man, where do I even start, dude? You know, Vesper actually likes 9 too, so if he's listening, I think he's having a, you know, fun time listening to this, but let's just start off from the very start. So 9 starts off as every single character that joins the party being kind of childish in a way, you know? They all have a childish aspect. No, not aspect, like a childish persona. FF9 is the best number. See, I'm telling y'alls. Noah OG, man. Noah OG knows what's good. Tactics, I like it too. Tactics, I like it too. But I like Tactics Advanced, so. But yeah. So 9, everyone starts off as being a bit on the childish end, a bit selfish, a bit, you know, a bit, yeah, childish is the word I'll give it. But you know what's good about it? Is that throughout the adventure, they grow so much. Like, these characters, they all, like, you know, for example, like, I'll give one example. One of the characters I like is called Quina. The reason why I like her because she likes eating and I like eating too. Is like a gourmet kind of guy, you know, like Quina. And at the very start, she was like, "Haha, I like frogs. I'm gonna eat these frogs. Munch, munch," kind of, you know, Quina. But then towards the end, Quina's like, you know, Zidane told me that there are much more tasty food out in the world, you know, not just frogs. And it's funny because the way she says it, or he says it, I don't think Quina has a gender, but like, it sounds very like troll, right? It sounds like a hee hee ha ha kind of shit, but it hits you pretty hard. You know, it hits you pretty hard. Like, and I really like the story around Zidane as well, because Zidane's always been the, "I'll look after you guys," like, "Hey, let me take care of you," you know, like, "Don't worry, Vivi, cheer up, you know, things will get better," and always a cheerful guy. But then, you know, something happens, but then when something happens, the whole gang that was cheered up by him comes to his side and is like, "Hey, yo, Zidane, we're here for you too, buddy." And that's what I really like about it, you know, like, it's so nice. That's what I really like about 9. It's all about, you know, like, them supporting each other. Like, it's literally a team, you know. Yeah, it's like, there's this song called "You Are Not Alone." It's like my favorite song from the 9 series. It's really good. When that song played at the specific moment, holy shit, man, I was so hyped when that happened, dude. But yeah. 10 was really good too. I really like 10 as well. But 10 is just sad. It just shatters you into bits like halfway through. The way I talk in Japanese is kind of like... okay, this is gonna cause a little, like... How do you guys call them? Titus or Titus? I say Titus. I think it's Titus. But in Japanese, we call him Tita. So I don't know how you guys like to call him, but this is gonna cause a little bit of fight in the comments, but I really like 10 a lot. The way I talk in Japanese is really close to how Titus talks in Japanese. Because I grew up obviously playing that game and I really admired his, you know, character. You know, like the 3 characters I look up to in the Final Fantasy series are Zax, Zidane, and Titus. Titus is just a genuine cheeky like guy, you know, like, he's just a bit of hee hee ha ha guy, you know. Can you do the Titus meme laugh? Amazing short video. What do you want me to do it now? Should I amp my mic up? Should I amp it up? How do I do it? Is this loud enough? I don't want to make it too loud to blow your ears away, but okay. Oh man, this is fucking embarrassing. Ha 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 ha. Something like that. That's fucked up, yo. Not gonna lie, that's kind of fucked up. But yeah, I think it was like that for the English version, you know. I don't know about the Japanese version, but yeah, there was something like that in the game. It's so genuinely fake. That's what makes it good, you know, because the voice actor, when he was doing, like, in Japanese this is, when he was doing the Titus voice acting, he was like so new to the Seiyu industry. It just made it so much fucking better because he's kind of like shit at it, right? I'm really sorry for calling him shit on this one, but it's genuinely like, that's why it's good, you know? Like, that's what gives it flavor, you know? That's what makes it spicy. But yeah, that was Titus. It was sad, 10. I bawled my eyes out when I played 10. The only 2 Final Fantasy games I cried to was 10 and Crisis Core, so 10 is really good. Not gonna lie, when I played Xenoblade 3 yesterday, it really felt like I was playing 10 all over again, just because of the amount of, like, movie scenes it had, or cutscenes it had. You know, 10 was like watching a movie rather than playing a game. Not gonna lie. I will be playing Crisis Core, guys, so don't worry. I will be playing it in the future. I might play 9 in the future, but I kind of cleared it like 6 months ago or something. 10, so I don't know if I want to play 10 again that quick. But yeah, that's that. 15! Let's talk about 15 as well. 15 is great. You got one of you guys were talking about 15. 15 is literally like the boys, dude. It's literally Tempus. It's literally the boys, you know? We have our own Ignis, Mr. Noah OG, you know? You know, tips his glass. Like, what do you call it? Like, you know the anime character, like, tips his glasses, like, up with his finger, you know? We've got Noctis, who's not as childish as Noctis. Maybe a bit more mature than Noctis. And then we've got me, the guy like Prompto, kind of blonde, but then I'm not really good at taking photos. I'm kind of shit at it. I don't use a gun as well. I walk up to them with chains. And then we have Gladio? I don't think it's really Gladio, is it? That's a difficult one, you know. We have 2 Promptos. We don't have a Gladio, actually. We have 2 Promptos, I think. I think we have 2 Promptos. Am I Gladio? Okay, I'll be Gladio. Okay, we have Prompto, the sussy buck-up, Magni. And then we have Gladio, who's not as, you know, strict, but well, nowhere near strict as Gladio. I think Gladio is like the strict big brother type of guy who looks over the party, you know, being like, hey, yo, you guys gotta this, that. And then I'm just like, hey, yo, boys, you want to go for a cheeky Macca's run? You know, like, I don't think Gladio would say that. But, yeah, he's a buffed... He's more of a, you know, buffed, like... How should I say? Strict kind of guy, you know? I'm not that type. I'm like... I'm Gladio, but with the brain of Prompto. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what I am. But it's literally... We're literally the boys, you know? Maybe one day someone in, you know, Tempus would play 15. Who knows, maybe someday. But yeah, like... FF is a really great series. You guys should... If you guys have never played Final Fantasy, like, you guys should definitely play it. It's really good. I really recommend playing 9. 9 is really good. Because it has the whole Final Fantasy purpose. Like, I feel like 7... 8 and all those, it's more about like kind of like corruption of the world, and they try to like a medieval kind of thing, you know. But the 9 is all about monsters, fucking people from another planet trying to invade the world, let's save the world kind of. It's like a storybook, dude. It's really good. Tactics is also good. I really like it, you know. Final Fantasy 14, yes, I've tried it. I really like 14, but I dropped it because I didn't have people to play it with, and I got bored. I know a lot of you guys are saying 6 is fun, but I actually played up to the Ghost Train part of Final Fantasy 6, but I've never played it ever since then. 12, I've played 12, but I have never cleared it. 12 is good though, I like 12. I like Balthier. Balthier is fucking sick, dude. He's a Chad. The chattiest Chad, you know? Yeah. There's a lot of fun FF series, you know. Pick up anyone and you'll be pretty satisfied with it. Maybe except 10-2, but everything else other than that is alright. I never got into 8 though. I played a bit of 8 and I kind of got bored of it. So I'm sorry to the, you know, 8 lovers, but if you could tell me what's good about 8, then it'll be appreciated, you know? Like, yeah, what else? You know what? Let's talk a bit about Super Robot Wars before we end this. And then I gotta head on to Vesper's channel, so I can't talk too much, but I think I mentioned on Twitter my favorite robot is Evangelion from Super Robot Wars. And the reason why I like it is not even because I can control it. I only like it when it goes berserk, you know? I think when it gets defeated, it goes into berserk mode and it just starts killing everyone around him. It's so cool. My favorite unit is well, it used to be O2, Asuka's unit, but then in the end, I'm a Unit 1 fanboy, you know, like, Unit 1 fanboy. Big fanboy for the Unit 1. Yeah. The scream is nice. My favorite scene from Evangelion is when a certain someone gets ripped into pieces towards the end. I mean, fuck it, dude. What's there to spoil now? This thing is like 20 years old already. When Asuka gets ripped into pieces at the end by all the Kaoru units, that's my favorite. Dude, like, the song in the background, bro. Like, the G... What was the song's name? In Japanese, it's called, Jisenjo no Aria. But, when that song is playing and Asuka's fighting for her fucking life, it's amazing, bro. Like, maybe I just, like, fucked up shit, dude. Who knows? Like, I said I like Experimental Lane, Elfen Lied and stuff, but... Air on G-string, okay, yeah, that stuff, yeah. The music is so fucking cool, dude. Like, she's, like, fighting... She's fighting so hard. She thought she defeated all of them. And then, like... Hey, yo, time's up. And then all the Kaoru units come back alive. And she's like... Oh, shit. I mean... It's great. It's great. I don't know. I don't know what makes it so special. I feel like... It's so fucked up that makes it special, you know? Like... I like the manga, though. The manga, I feel like, had a better, like, ending. I won't really spoil the manga, because the manga, I don't know if any people's actually read it or not, but... The manga has a different, like, ending. So, if you guys want to see a different route, then I'd say read the manga. But yeah, I just wanted to say that for any of you guys that actually like the Super Robot Wars game, or like any of the robot stuff, you guys are going to be in for a treat for my karaoke stream. Like a little hint. You know, that's a little hint for you guys. If you guys like the Super Robot Wars series, you guys are going to have a nice time at my karaoke stream, probably. Just a little hush-hush between, you know, me and you guys, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, anyways, I think that will be it for me today. I think we talked a lot. I think I was able to, you know, talk with chat a bit today. I think I'm improving bit by bit, so, you know, we'll see what happens from here. After this, I'm gonna be on Vesper's channel. I'm gonna raid his channel, so, you guys, just stay here. Just chill here, and then I'll send you guys over, but, yeah, I'm gonna be doing something with him. I haven't really exactly heard, what I'm gonna be doing with him, so I'll figure out later, but, yeah. Please look forward to it. And I'll see you guys on his channel. See you guys. Bye-bye.